guys, welcome back. Let's play Chrono Cross. Last time, we took on Harley at Hermit's Hideaway after she burned the place to the ground. Luckily, Radius, who was living on that island in another world, he happened to be away at the time. Then we decided to go on to this boat here, so this time I'm going to show how you can approach this a little bit differently from the Save Kid path. And I brought Kid along because why not? I brought Rasley along because she was already in my party. I actually don't know who the best party members would be in here. I hadn't thought about it. Basically, it's just Surge anyway, so... Anyway, I'm not going to go through a lot of the dialogue too fast. Speed through some of the repetitive bits. Yeah, so they still think that we're trying to deliver a message. Loadable. And she gotta get her catchphrase in one more time. She wants to kick all sorts of ass. Sadly, we're not going to give her the opportunity this time. I'm going to skim through the rest of the dialogue. We've already seen this. Anyway, let's get the first set of monsters out here and show them what we can do. Now, for this particular fight, I'm pretty sure this would have worked on either path, but you just run away. You don't have to prove yourself at all to Fargo. You just go run away. They're not worthy opponents enough for you. Polly! Now, on the Save Kid path, we already have the 2 levels that the Don't Save Kid path gains from this fight and the other fight. So you can literally run away. And I showed you running away on the other path there. At least I think I did. But yeah, you go right into... what would happen if you had defeated it. And then we fight Fargo. And, well, you can run away from Fargo too. Now, Polly and Fargo are required on the Do Not Save Kid path because they're to balance out your levels. You're pretty good at running from fights. And yeah, we get knocked out from the jellyfish. And we don't have to do anything. Now, even though... We'll turn that off. Even though there's absolutely no explanation about what is going on here, and it's not directly referenced, but you can infer what's going on here once we get to the end of the game and finish things up, and I will try my best to remember to go over that later as well. Something going on outside. Yeah, we've already seen this. We'll speed through the rest of this. It's the magic of having fast forward. If I didn't have it, I would be using an emulator, and we'd be doing it that way. And one more time, dealer. Let's go. You can run away from this fight too. This fight and the first fight, you can run away on both paths, but the Polly and Fargo fights are... You know, you have to fight them on the Do Not Save Kid path. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and fight those guys, and you know what? I'm going to show one thing here. The stats on my Surge on this party. HP, I think, is around the same. 23 strength. I think I had 19 on the other one. I did go back and I redid the fight, and I got, I think, a little bit more HP than last time, and then some strength, defense, and magic. Took 3 attempts to get any amount of strength, but I was falling so far behind compared to this path that I really wanted, because I had the opportunity to do it there, because, as I said before, stat gains are determined after the previous boss fight, and, well, we happen to have 2 boss fights back to back, so that was one of the few times where you can go and go, okay, I can actually manipulate this one. Yeah, I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually fight those enemies because I want to get the magma burst, and I also want to try and steal from the enemies there. You can steal a common capsule and a rare photon beam, a level 3 element from Fargo. He also has a rare common drop of a meteorite and the rare drop of a photon beam element. And yeah, we just get the Magma Burst. I'm also going to try and steal that Inferno, but if I only get a Sight Scope, that's useful too. I'll equip it. Higher accuracy. And yeah, we're going to do all that. And then I will get my party back together, and we will... Maybe we'll use this party for this dungeon. Just for shits and giggles, so that we break it up a little bit. Okay, we're back. I almost forgot that I was going to demonstrate this fight when I don't absolutely cheese it. I'm still going to kind of cheese it as much as I can, but we don't have X Strike this time around. So first things first, we're going to steal. Capsule doesn't matter, but a Photon Beam would be nice. Nope, I didn't get it. That's fine. Not a big loss. It's a level 3 element. He has a rare chance of it being stolen and a rare chance of dropping it, so we have another opportunity at that. Alright. Forgot to check party members and see if Razzie made sense to bring here, but that's fine. What do we got here? Let's go for Eagle Eye on Surge there. Still want to go basically the same kind of start, except for this time we're not going to try and build up to a red field. It doesn't really matter. More importantly, though, get strength and going on Surge so we can start dealing some good damage. Yeah, Fargo is actually relatively powerful if you don't use the cheese strategy, because he has access to a lot of powerful elements. His physical attack strong. He uses strengthen on himself. And that's always going to be kind of his first start. He's going to start with a physical attack, and then he's going to go into using some buffs, and back to physical attacks, and then he'll start smacking you with some powerful elements. We can still nuke him pretty easily. Do I have a good red attack to use? I didn't get a chance to equip the Magma Burst, so no. Yeah, whatever. We'll just go for that. But yeah, he can use some powerful elements. Not all of them are even blue elemental. They're pretty much... Yeah, it's pretty much a rainbow of different effects. Let's see, did I not include the good one? We'll do low res on him. This one, it doesn't seem to do a huge amount. It's supposed to work, but it doesn't seem to do as much as Strengthen does. Alright, we'll show off Raz Star if I haven't done so already. She's definitely a fairy. Alright, are you not going to get another turn in? Well, he is strong if you don't, if you just sit around and let him actually attack you a bunch of times. Come on, yeah, there we go. Aqua Ball. Start using some powerful elements now. That's level 3, using it on a red innate. That's going to do a bunch of damage. Guarding doesn't seem to do anything. You have Recover All. Let's use that. But yeah, he will get into some pretty powerful elements like Carnivore, which is something we haven't even seen. That's a level 5 green element. Ice Blast, Electro Bolt. He'll use a lot of different things to try and nuke you. But as long as you use Surge and use Strengthen on him and stuff, you really shouldn't have any issues. And we get no special drops there. Anyway, I just cut out the rest of that stuff. Now, the fight here with the skeletons, that's random. It can be one of... It can be like, I think I saw like one of 3 different battle formations as we came in here, but it doesn't really matter all that much. Now here, you want to check this door. Key responsibility, or key duties, big responsibility. You want to learn about that because it'll make life easier on you later. Yeah, I think you'll He'll be able to kick their ass pretty easily, though Surge is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. He just annihilates them. Nobody seems to know what's going on, but he's not going to stop us now. And you guys have fun. They're dancing over there. Where'd you guys get out? In the back of the hole. This sucker's mine. Now, you don't have to help the pirates out, but you can. There are a few other new enemies around here that aren't just crossbones. The basic crossbone enemies are pretty basic. None of the enemies around here take more or less damage from physical or magical, so don't worry about that. But all of the enemies around here have more powerful physical attacks than they do magical attacks. So be more aware of that. Just the massive strength boost I have on this file is nuts. Surge is doing so much more damage. Just even a couple of points makes a huge difference. And there's a rare piece of iron. Thanks anyway. Huh? A key? I don't have it. Yeah, key duty is a big responsibility. But we don't know who has it. No one knows who's in charge of the key. It's actually random, believe it or not. You have to save the different pirates, and one of them will have it. It's random which one it's going to be, depending on which file. Let's see here. Deadbeat, the other enemies here, they have an iron as a common drop. And I guess I can use Kid here to steal another piece of iron. Not that we really need a whole lot of iron anymore. We're going to get enough just from fighting these deadheads. They're also black innate, so let's just go and steal from you. One thing of note is if you're going to steal and your last attack before you want to steal kills the enemy, it'll lower your accuracy with steal back down to whatever it is by default, which is basically, you know, like 72 or whatever her accuracy would be if she hadn't hit anything. So you kind of got to be a little bit careful there. Not enough to kill you. Okay. Well, Surge will have to do the rest of the work there. Yeah, Surge can basically walk through this area on his own if someone casts Eagle Eye on him to allow him to unleash his full potential. Yeah, easy enough. Pretty much all the enemies just fall down. Fast forward. And we get through the rest of that fight relatively quickly. There are, well, we've already shown off the wraiths. And we've shown off, what about you? Didn't ask for help. Okay, you, I guess, hello. Alright, I guess that one doesn't have a chance. This door is locked. What about down here? Okay, fire pillar. And this door is also locked. So I guess we're stuck going up the ladder here. Yeah, this area isn't particularly confusing. There's not a lot to it. Okay, I just finished off both those fights. And what do you say? Where do we plan to go? Key? You have no idea who has it. And this door's locked as well. A lot of locked doors around here. If you run into two enemies around here, basically Surge attacks one and then dash and slashes the other, and you should either be really close to killing them or you should have killed them. Well, there's fire blocking the route here, so we have no choice but to go into here. There is one more new enemy around here, but right there waiting. No, it isn't. There's nothing here. Oh, never mind. As I was about to say, there is one more new enemy, but I have not found it yet. Can't get through the hallway. Well, go through the vent. Key? He doesn't have the key either. Nobody has the key. I would recommend making sure to fight everybody because, well, one, it's going to help you get through because we still need to find the key. And two, well, the enemies around here drop money and we're going to need a lot of it. I have not enough yet. For some reason, I didn't get a mini star up after that level, or at least I haven't so far, and I haven't gotten any HP in a while, so I'm doubting I will. Actually, no. On this path, I wouldn't have had that, so never mind. I know what I'm talking about. You also don't have the key. Where the bloody hell's the key? Alright, what's up? More serious matters to worry about. Can't get through here. Monsters are all over the deck. What, a key? Who's on key duty? Yeah, it's not always one of these guys. Sometimes it's one of the sailors too. And we got the key. At least I think you can get it from one of the other ones. Anyway, we got it. Does this say anything? No? I don't think so. Okay. Now we basically just need to backtrack. Alright, back down the stairs. The key that we got, it's not a key item, and it cannot unlock the any of the doors that we have been unable to get through. What it does do is it hits the trigger that allows us to get through there. And with that enemy down, we have this guy. You can avoid him if you duck. I decided to try and sneak for the next one, but I failed. This is more deadheads. Deadheads are good to kill because they drop iron in case you want to forge more equipment. But they fall down pretty fast. There's not all that much to them. Come on, fast forward. Go faster. Taking too long. Slow attack animations. Bringing the other party here doesn't really change all that much. Hell Soul, I think, is a rare drop from something around here. Ooh, treasure. I like treasure. Hey, what's up? Ah, I made it here. Sure, why not? HP restored. Now, it's random. Sometimes you'll just get HP restored. Sometimes it'll have some poison in it, too. There might be other status effects, but I know those two for a fact do show up. Okay, I was going to cut this, but I guess I'm not going to cut this. We have the other enemy that's in here. The rare one that I finally have found. You want Kid to start off the fight here. And this is the Tsetse Fly, or however you pronounce it. We had a chance at running into it with a Wraith earlier in the Hydra Marshes. It shows up here as well, and you can rarely steal a holy healing element from it. Absolutely give this a shot every opportunity that you get to steal it, because this is a rare opportunity. It's an incredibly rare element. I think there's only one or two in the game. That's a 99% miss. I've had about 4 or 5 of those, and this LP has barely begun. My mistake, it was a 94% miss. The common item you can steal is a heal element. Not that it really matters, but you can always want to go and attempt to steal from them. There's not really much else to these guys. We already saw them earlier in the game, so I don't think I need to talk about them too much. You can still instant kill them when we get access to a white element that has that capability on it. But yeah, as far as anything else, don't worry too much. The Wraiths and the Flies as well have very, very low physical defense, apparently. According to the walkthrough I've been following for those stats, the amount of defense and magic defense on all the enemies in this area is the same. It's 0, but those guys take a crap ton of damage. Yeah, so there was a one that spawned out of both of those. And another one of these guys. Alright, I just took out 2 of those groups of deadheads there. Finished them off. In here, we have more of them. They're all over the place. You can try and dodge them if you want. There's a wraith there. Dodge them if you want. There's a capsule. And if you go up here, you run into that guy beforehand. I'm going to clear out the rest of these enemies, and then we'll get that chest. Okay, we finished off those fights. And we get a gravitone, which is a level 3 black element that targets all enemies. So it's actually not half bad. It's our first black element that's not terrible. Gravity Blow is level 1. Hellsoul tries to do instant death but does nothing else. Gravitone, actually finally worth using. On the other path, I will be putting this on Guile. Now, I went back and I checked the footage. I did not release Pip on this path. But that looks suspiciously like Pip. I can see you're hiding, probably from ghosts. I was about to say I'm not a ghost, but I guess I kind of am a ghost. Anyway. Walked up in a wham. Broaden my view of the world. Sure, come along. Apparently you don't need to set Pip free. I was always under the impression that you had to set Pip free. But I guess not. Unless I went and I did it later on. But yeah, you get access to Pip here. Pip is decent, I guess. The thing with Pip is, as it was described to us earlier, Pip is an evolving monster. There are multiple different paths. There are, let's see, if you use like half of the elements, like 3 of the different colors, I can't remember which ones off the top of my head, it'll evolve one way. If you use more of those than another, it'll evolve that way. If you use the other 3, they'll start to evolve the other way. And then it splits, and it can either go fully all that one way, or if you start using the opposite element, it'll kind of fuse back into a middle ground. So there's 3 final forms and 2 intermediate forms that it can gain. You lose access to those on New Game Plus, and just there are a whole facts on GameFAQs trying to understand all the different aspects of Pip's evolution and how to use it. I'm going to ignore all of that because I have no interest in spending additional time building up Pip and finding out how it evolves. I have played this game, this is probably closing in on half a dozen times in my life, and I've never used Pip, and I probably never will. But Pip's there if you want to play with the little Pokemon. You say anything now? No? Okay, fine. Alright, there should be... Is there one more? Yeah, there's one more treasure left. And that is another photon beam element. I think we got the last one from... Who did we get the last one from? Harley, I believe. And there's a save point. Okay, we're back. Figured I'd save up there. Not that we really need to do any healing, but saving is a good idea. Hello. Just in time. What have you set upon me now? More of the same of these guys. Yay for repeat battles. You survived? It's the first one that survived when I haven't missed. My surge on this file has got nice strength. It's very nice to see. Show some spirit. Oh, well, there's more of them. They don't seem to be going down. The game automatically runs you over to the left there, and there's Fargo. Let's approach him. Get your stinking hands off me. Got a big one coming. Do we now? You're okay there, buddy. Damn. Go take the wheel. But I don't know how to ride a boat. Sure, why not? Counting on you. Keep your heads high. We be pirates aboard the SS Invincible. Show these monsters what we're made of. What? I thought I was supposed to be steering the boat. Now I'm fighting? Shouldn't you have gotten the boat if I was going to fight the monsters? Oh, just these guys. What? Well, it is boss music. From deadbeats to deadheads. I think I've been mistakenly calling them deadheads the whole time, but it doesn't really matter. We have these guys. Now, if you have a magnify element, you might want to take advantage of that. You might not. It's entirely up to you. There's nothing of value to steal here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up Surge to annihilate the crap out of this thing, because of course we are. It is for black innate things. Basically, this entire dungeon is built around Surge annihilating everything that gets in his way. Because we don't really need to worry about anything else. He just does so much damage. But yeah, if you have Magnify, you can use it here. I don't have Magnify on this file, so I don't have the opportunity to do that. But regardless, beat up on it. The reason why I say Magnify is because he starts off his first move here with Diminish, which is basically the opposite of it's the opposite of Magnify. So when one of those is used, and the game never mentions this, but apparently speedrunners have uncovered this. When you use one of them, whatever the first one that's used is always going to be in effect until, I think, eventually it runs out. But if you use another one to try and overwrite it, it doesn't actually work. So we're going to use Dash and Slash, even though its damage is halved, because it's still partially based off strength stat, and it still does bullets damage. Anyway, bring in a few more. I put photon beams on any of my characters there. Like I said, half element damage, but it's better than nothing. This guy can be a little bit annoying. He's got a couple of powerful, irritating attacks, Death's Odor being one of them. This will inflict Curse if it lands, and it lands on everybody. I don't remember off the top of my head what Curse does, because most of the status effects really don't matter. I think it's higher chance of being hit with criticals. A whole bunch of 96% misses. Lovely. Let's see here. So we'll do Weak-Minded. This will lower his magic defense a little bit. Not that that's the main reason for that. It's just to keep more white on the field, so Surge will do some more damage. And yeah, that's the boss fight. If the boss gets a chance to, it'll use Dark Breath. It's another black innate ability. Targets one ally and can inflict darkness. Darkness, as I've talked about, is a devastating status effect which will cut your accuracy in half. Yeah, we got strength and magic. I like to see it. And not bad. I'll take that. Sadly, this is the path that's not going to continue for very long, and it seems to be getting much better stat gains. Of course it is. Seas back to normal. Where did the ship go? The ghost ship was right there. Where'd it go? Let me give you some advice. Mount Pyre is a fiery hell. Without any protection against fire, you'll lose strength fast. I suggest you go see the Water Dragon for his divine protection. Haven't heard much about him recently. Wonder if the dragon's still alive. Interesting. Haven't heard much about the other dragons either. Now, here's the thing. We've already seen one dragon. The islands around here are named after dragons. A lot of the people in towns don't really believe that the dragons are real, that they're just stories. Fargo seems to believe it, and, well, we've seen that one of them is indeed real. I think I'm going to lean on Fargo's advice here. So it's our fault. I don't need mushy talk from a pirate. What have we done? This game is funny. Yeah, so there's that. He's given us a piece of advice to go seek the water dragon. Thing is, we've already been here. We couldn't get in here because, well, let's go and talk to the fairies here. Turn back now. Due to the abnormal weather, conditions for the fountain have completely run dry. Island once called the Island of Springs is desolate. And yeah, we can't get in here. But this is a game of parallel worlds. Here is another part of the split path here. You can do a couple different things here. You can either go and try and gain the blessing of the dragon god, and it changes a couple of things, or you can choose not to. It's entirely optional. I don't think it affects anything. You will get a different boss fight, but regardless, you'll get the same amount of star levels. So it's entirely up to you which path you want to take. Because of how it leads into things, I'm actually going to do it 3 different ways, but I'm only going to show you 2 of them. One of them will end up being exactly the same, it's just on a different path. And I'll explain it as we get into it, but for now, that's pretty much all for this one. Next time, well, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with each path, and, well, I think we should probably go seek the dragon's god's blessing. All for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.